How do you do, everyone? My name is Thonn, an English-speaking tour guide for Siem Reap and surrounding provinces. Today I'm back again to take this opportunity to show you one more ancient temple of Cambodia, which is behind me. This temple is called Prasat Kouk Chak in Khmer, or Kouk Chak Temple in English, and it is located in Veal village, Kouk Chak commune, Siem Reap district, and Siem Reap province. This temple is located not so far from the town, just about 5 to 6 kilometers from Siem Reap city center, and it is very easy to find. It is just located nearby a school. This is a primary school called Kouk Chak Primary School. So today I would like to show you some of the brief history of this temple that I have learned from some of the documents and some of the books I've read before. So this temple has two shrines, two main shrines that built on a highland and surrounded by two moats, but now dry because this is during a dry season, so there's no water in the moat anymore. This is the same structure of the temple, just as similar as the most of the temple built in the Angkor temple group. But this temple is out from the group. It is just a single temple located in Kouk Chak, and also surrounded by modern houses of people surround here, and the school to the right hand. And also it is very poor condition right now because of the two factors. First, of the natural disaster, and second is because of the foundation, the brick foundation of the temple is not so strong. This is the reason that showed by the Apsara authority. So now we brief about the history of this temple. This temple was built during the reign of King Jayavarman III, and his posthumous name was Vishnuloka, who was the son or the successor of King Jayavarman II, who was the most powerful king during the Angkor era, or the first king of the Angkor era as well. King Jayavarman III ruled the country when he was very young, when he was only 16 years old in the year 850, and he passed away in the year 877. The reason why he passed away, by conclusion of many archaeologists, mention that it's probably in the time that he chasing the wild elephant, because this king was very famous and very well known of chasing and hunting the wild elephants as the preference of this king. So now we just see the temple behind me. There are two main shrines, and later we will talk about the reasons why King Jayavarman III built this temple in this area. So there are two main shrines. On the left hand, if we stand facing to the west, we can see that these two shrines are facing to the east, and the main shrine on the left hand is the biggest one, and on the right hand is a little bit smaller if comparing in size to another one. And we notice that on both of the pediments of this temple has the carvings of Garuda, who was the transport or the vehicle of Vishnu, of Lord Vishnu in Hinduism. So we also learned something from the inscription found on the door jamb and the door frame of this temple. In both of the two shrines, has the inscription. It was from 100 to 200 later than its building that was erected by the later king, maybe Jayavarman I. So we see that this temple was mainly built by brick, from the foundation to the top, and only used using sandstone on the pediment and the door jamb, and also steps and the pedestal that left some pieces inside. But mostly we see it was built by brick, so it may be perishable by many cases and many reasons, both human and natural disaster. So now let's talk about why the King Jayavarman III built this temple in this area. So let's go and see the inscription with me. So here we found the inscription on the door jamb that show us the reasons why King Jayavarman III built this temple in this area. I can't read this inscription because it was written in the Sanskrit, so it was very hard yet to understand. But I already learned the translation of this inscription in the books. So this inscription mentioned reasons why the king built this temple. It was from a time that the king hunt the wild elephant in the forest and chase and capture one elephant and keep it for feeding. But at that time, that elephant ran away from his place, and when the king going to bed, the king wished to find the elephant back in the next day. So after going to a very deep sleep, the king dreamed of Vishnu, who came to him and told him that if the king would like to find or to get the elephant back, the king must build a statue of him, a statue of Vishnu, and worship him as the gods. So after waking up in very early morning or at dawn, the king found the elephant in this area, and this area was called Vishnuloka at that time. Vishnuloka means the place or the area of Vishnu. So this place was called Vishnuloka forest in the past. So the king actually found his elephant back, and after that, the king ordered his people to build their temple, to build these two shrines, and place the statue of Vishnu inside the temple. But we didn't know which shrine that placed the Vishnu inside, because we found there are two similar shrines just next to each other. So we don't know whether Vishnu was placed in this big shrine or was placed in that small shrine to the left hand. And after building the temple and placed the statue of Vishnu for worshipping already, so the king gave this land to a grandfather. The grandfather, who was the relative of the king himself, to look after this temple and also look after the statue of Vishnu and worship Vishnu instead of him. So after that, this temple was called Kouk Chak temple. That is maybe modern names from later century. And the statue of Vishnu that place inside the temple was called Sakavrimana. Yes, Sakavrimana as the name of that statue. So this is the reason why the king built Kouk Chak temple. As we learn from both inscription, either in the big shrine or in the small shrine to the left hand. So here on the pediment of this shrine, we can see it is the design of the Garuda in the middle. One Garuda is holding two serpents on the right hand and on the left hand. And with the design from the 9th century that we can see all this decoration and styles, it was from the 9th century. And also we see these two beautiful colonnades that design very spectacular, very gorgeous. Yeah, it looked very gorgeous. So these two colonnades also look nice. It looks similar to the columns of some of the temple that was built at the same century and the same time. On the door jamb, we find the inscription that show the information of the temple and the reason why the temple was built. Now I'm standing in front of the small shrine to the right hand. So this temple, this small shrine, also look very similar, or it resembles to the big shrine. By learning from the document, we learned that the conservation and preservation or restoration of this temple has been started since the early 20th century. So it was in the year 1919 that an archaeologist named Henri Marchal had came and discovered the temple here that was buried very deep in the dense forest or in the jungle and overgrown by a lot of vegetations on the buildings and also the mosque. After that, in 1951, EFEO has cleared away all this, forest and vegetation around the temple. So from that time, it looks in very poor condition, but still can see its shape. Then in 2004, the Apsara authority started the project to restore some part of this temple back again by using the old brick found around this area, old parts of the temple, and also they added some of the new bricks in order to strengthen or to stable the buildings, because without using the new brick, the temple may collapse unpredictably or eventually. So behind me, you may see the brick with new color. That were, those are the new bricks that were added later by the work team of the restoration. So we can see a little bit there and some part on the right hand. Also at the back and on the main shrine, on the big shrine, also have the new bricks added later by the restoration. So in order to keep this temple for the new generation or the next generation, we all need to take part in together to promote or to raise the awareness of loving the culture, taking care of the temple. And also, if you have time, please kindly come and visit this remote temple. It is not really far from Siem Reap city center, but it's look like no one is coming here. Even the tourists, they have never heard about this temple at all. So there's no one here while I'm coming just half day or day without seeing anyone come to visit this temple. So I would like to suggest to everyone, if you have time as Cambodian people, please come and visit this temple one time in your life. Thank you, and thanks for watching my video. Hope you will be enjoying my next video that will be released soon in the next few days. Thank you very much, and thanks for your support. Wish you good luck all together. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Lee Hai.